2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowman. Breaks into the open. 30. At the 20. Touchdown Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the ground with the counter. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Got some green grass.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Handoff to the lone back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might as well run him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Taken down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Mayava. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for running room. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing, Underwood. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Underwood from the gun on third down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from the 50. There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Look out! And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Jordan. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He's up to 47 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely...
Long way to go on second down. Underwood, under pressure. Out wide right, it's Hansen. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Underwood to throw. On the move. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking for room, it's Jordan. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Hands it off. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. They're all over it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing, Underwood. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and
snags it, and there's running room. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the counter. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Jordan. He's got 59 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side, it's Jordan. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Underwood. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Corners are going to bail. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Crimson Tide with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here's Underwood to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Caught. Quick step and go. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. On the play. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up at the touchdown.
The give to the left. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. He's dropped.
And this is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Throws quickly. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of room to run. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
That's just a really nice job by the running back. Yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Left side, it's Bowman. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll go back to the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down to the air. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Bowman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
From the gun, it's Jordan. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Drops back. It's Mayaba. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Booster.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Big guy smells it.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
this is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Moves the pocket. It's Mayaba. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
The give. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 35. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Couldn't set his feet.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out wide right, it's Jordan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays.
Going for the big play. He's got it down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. To the air, it's Mayava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play, don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete to the right. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They put the brakes on him.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quick handoff. Sees a crease. He's past the sticks. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Trying to squeak through the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.